So today we're going to do the chart of accounts. What is a chart of accounts? Chart of account is used to help organize the expanded ledger. It is customary to number the accounts in the ledger. These numbers are used for identification and reference, particularly in computer systems. We will be using a computer system called Simply Accounting later in the semester. The chart of accounts used by Simply Accounting is assets. Now remember, assets always start with the number 1. No matter it's 100 or 1000, it doesn't make a difference. We just need to remember it. It starts with the number 1. Liabilities always start with number 2. Right here. So the range can extend, but it's always number 2. Capitals and drawings always start with number 3. Here we go. And so on. Revenue is number 4. And expenses is number 5. So we just need to remember these numbers with which they begin. Assets 1, liabilities 2, capitals and drawings number 3, revenue 4, and expenses 5. So now, the expanded basis equation and debit and credit rules. So we all know what the basic accounting fundamental equation is. It is assets is equals to liabilities plus owner's equity. So now, we all by now know where the asset goes up and where the liabilities go up. So now, whenever we have an asset, we all remember that assets always go up on the left hand side. Even if in the balance sheet we have assets on the left side and liabilities and owner's equity on the right side. So we all by now know that assets always increase on the debit side, that is the left side, we must say. The liabilities go up on the credit side, that is the right side. And so does the owner's capital. So we all remember this, that assets always go up on the left side, liabilities and owner's equity, owner's capital go up on the right side. But now we have 3 new accounts: the drawings, the revenues, and the expenses. Now, what happens to drawings when it increases? Whenever the drawings increase, it always increases on the left hand side, the debit side. We must not forget that the drawings and the expenses, 2 of these accounts, they always increase on the left hand side. The revenues, however, increase on the credit side, just like the capital. So now, we all know that assets increase on the left side, that is the debit side, liabilities and owner's capital, and the revenues, the 3 accounts, increase on the right hand side, that is the credit side, and the owner's drawing and expenses increase on the debit side. That was end of today's lesson. By now you should all know what a chart of accounts is, and you should all be able to make one accurately. When we say to make one accurately, we mean you should all know that assets start with the number 1, liabilities start with the number 2, capital start with number 3, and so on. And by now you should fully understand the expanded ledger.